Assalamu alaikum viewers. From behalf of your live team, I am here. Today's our topic is history of European Union. Introduction. The European Union is a political and economic union of 27 member of states that are located primarily in Europe. Its members have a combined area of 4,23,255 kilometers and at estimated to total population of about 447 million. The European Union has developed an internal single market through a standardized system of laws that apply in all member states in those matters and only those matters where members have agreed to act as one. European Union policies aim to ensure the free movement of people, goods, services and capital within the internal market, enact legislation in justice and home affairs and maintain common policies on trade, agriculture, fisheries and regional developments for travel within the Schengen areas. Passport control have been abolished. A monetary union was established in 1999, coming into full force in 2002, and is composed of 19 European Union member states which use the euro currency. The European Union and the European citizenship were established when the Maastricht Treaty came into force in 1993. The European Union traces its origin to the European Coal and Steel Community and the European Economic Community, established respectively by the 1951 Treaty of the Paris and 1957 Treaty of Rome. The original members of what came to be known as the European Communities were the inner six: Belgium, France, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands. The West Germany, the communities and their successors have grown in size by the accession of new member states and empowered by the addition of policies areas to their remits. The latest major amendment to the constitutional basis of the European Union, the Treaty of Lisbon, came into force in 2009. In January 2020, the United Kingdom became the first member state ever to leave the European Union following a 2016 referendum. The UK signified its intention to leave and negotiation a withdrawal agreement. The UK is in a transitional phase until at least 31st December 2020, during which it remains subject to European Union laws and part of the European Single Market and Customs Union. Before this, three territories of member states had left the European Union or its forerunners, these being French Algeria, Greenland, and Saint Barthélemy. Containing in 2020 some 5.8% of the world population, the European Union in 2017 had generated a nominal gross domestic product of the around 20 trillion US dollar, constituting approximately 25% of the global nominal GDP. Additionally, all European Union countries have a very high Human Development Index. According to the United Nations Development Programme in 2012, the European Union was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize through the Common Foreign and Security Policy. The European Union has developed a role in external relations and defense. The Union maintains permanent diplomatic missions throughout the world and represents itself at the United Nations, the World Trade Organization, the G7 and G20. Due to its global influence, the European Union has been described as an emerging superpower. History background of the European Union. During the centuries followed the fall of Rome in 476, the several European states viewed themselves as a translational imperio, transfer of rule of the different Rome Empire, the Frankish Empire, and the Holy Roman Empire were thereby attempts to resurrect some Rome in the West, and this political philosophy of the supranational rule over the continent, similar to the example of the ancient Rome Empire, resulted in the early Middle Ages in the concept of a renovatio imperio, restoration of the empire, either in the form of the imperial idea or the religiously inspired imperialism, Christianism, medieval Christendom, and the political power of the papacy and are often cited as the conducive to European integration and unity. In the oriental part of the continent, the Russian Tsardom and ultimately the European declare Moscow to be the third Rome and the interior of the Eastern tradition after the fall of the Constantinople in 1453. The gap between the Greek East and the Latin West had already been widened by the political succession of the Rome Empire in the 4th century and the Great Sikhism of the 1054 and would be eventually widened again by the Iron Curtain. Pan-European political thoughts truly emerged during the 19th century, inspired by the liberal ideas of the French and the American Revolution after the demise of the Napoleon Empire. In the decades following, the outcomes of the Congress of the Vienna and ideals of the European unity flourished across the continent, especially in the writings of the Vicus Jazbowiski, Giuseppe and Mazzini or Theodoro de Corvin. The term United States of the French European was used at that time by the Victor Hugo during a speech at the International Peace Congress held in Paris in 1849. A day will come when all nations on our continent will form a European brotherhood. A day will come when we shall see the United States of Africa and the United States of Europe face to face, reaching out for each other across the seas. During the interwar period, the consciousness that national markets in Europe were interdependent throughout confrontational, along with the observation of a larger and the growing US market on the other side of the ocean, nourished the urge for the economic integration of the continent in 1920, advocating the creation of a European Economic Union. British economist John Maynard Keynes wrote that a free trade union should be established to impose no protectionist tariffs whatever against the procedure of other members of the union. During the same decades, Richard von Coudenhove-Kalergi, one of the first to imagine of the modern political union of the Europe, founded the Pan-Europe movement. His ideas influenced his contemporaries, among which the Prime Minister of the France, Aristide Briand, in 1929. The latter gave a speech in the favor of a European Union before the assemblies of the League of Nations, predecessor of the United Nations, in a ratio address in March 1943. With the war still raging, Britain's leader Sir Winston Churchill spoke warmly of restoring the true greatness of the Europe once victory had been achieved, and moused on the post-war creation of a Council of Europe, which would bring the European nation together to build peace.